Every time I go live on YouTube, there's always some message that pops up as soon as I start going live. Okay, I just washed my hair. 24 hours. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to be using this Eco Styler gel, the black castor and flaxseed oil kind. The sparkly green one, basically. This little cheap bristle brush. They could have left this comb in the manufacturing thing because what the heck. I got this big comb. I might or might not use it. I might use that little one while I'm talking crap about it. I washed my hair with this. I got this from Walmart. It's medicated shampoo and conditioner. I actually didn't know that it said and conditioner. And y'all want to see how much of my hair came out when I just washed it? Which I'll say, okay, maybe I didn't wash my hair as much as I should have this week. Because I wash my hair like literally almost 3 times a week, honestly. Because, hence the medication. I have like, not psoriasis. I don't know. I think it's psoriasis or it's the other one that's like Semahoma dimer, whatever. Yeah. And this works like only when I'm using it. I've been using it for a while, maybe like a month now, and it works when I'm using it. If I stop using it, then my scalp breaks out. But this is how much hair came out this time when I washed it in the sink when I was washing my hair. And I put it in this little thing. So I'm getting married, as you can tell by the title. I'm getting married. Hey, Patience. I'm getting married on Sunday, December 3rd. 1, 2, 3, just like my birthday, January 23rd. And I have to figure out what I'm gonna do to my hair. So I'm gonna have this wedding at my church with, it's gonna be super small, my family's not even coming, even though my family only consists of my mom and her side of the family. Because my dad's side of the family wants to be fuckholes all the time, which I'm gonna let God handle that, because if I handle that, I'm gonna go to jail. But yeah, I'm not gonna have a big wedding right now, because when I have money, actual money, like big girl money, then I'm gonna have like an actual like wedding ceremony where it's like a big thing, and you know, hopefully my dad has become a man by then and can walk a bitch down the aisle or something. But he definitely didn't deserve it right now, so yeah. So yeah. And yes, I do cuss a lot. I'm trying not to cuss as much, because when I have kids, I don't want to cuss in front of my kids and then my kids' first word be like, I don't even know what cuss word I say the most, but I don't want my kids to cuss. I haven't used any product in my hair for a very long time, and I'm kind of scared because I've heard things online saying that Eco Styler makes people sick, and it's winter time, so I'm probably going to get sick anyway. But yeah. So I don't really know what to do with my hair for my wedding. I was going to straighten it, and I'm still thinking that's a very big possibility that I'm going to like straighten it. But I don't want it to get straightened and then it snows or something like that, because it's the stupid Midwest. Because then I'm going to be so mad. My aunt says she likes when, ooh, you see how much water drips out of my hair as soon as I start taking it down? My aunt told me that she likes when my hair is big, which is the natural way my hair is when it's dry. And I was thinking that too. Just keep it big and natural and, you know, me. But I do like when my hair is straightened. But I like when my hair is straightened professionally, because it lasts longer and it looks better. Alright, so this is my hair from when I just got it washed. So, this is the ponytail. And it's not all the way dry. I'm thinking something like this is kind of cute. Like, not what it is right now, but like I'm thinking. You want to see the back? I'm not turning all the way around. I just can't, darling. I just can't. I'm gonna let this down, and since I combed it this way, it's gonna be probably more hard to like maneuver in a different way. Well, ooh, you guys tilted a little bit. All right, so okay, this is how I'm gonna wear it. Not just playing. Okay, let me part it. I'm gonna part it down the middle. I kind of like the idea of having something like some braids or some twists like in the front right here, and then like a ponytail that's like super poofy that looks kind of like this. I think that's gonna look super cute if I do that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do right now. And I am gonna use this little comb. This is not me doing my hair for my wedding, because this would never, my hair does not do good if I don't wet it like every day or every 2 days. So I'm not gonna do my hair this early since today is Friday. If I was to do my hair today for the wedding, by the wedding it's gonna look ratchet. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that to myself. I'm just practicing right now. I'm gonna make it look really cute for the rest of the errands that I have to run the rest of this week. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna try that hairstyle out that I was just talking about, because I think that's gonna be probably what I end up doing. So I want to get it perfected. I feel like the big combs never get the part right. So that's why I went in with the little comb. And I have these little, actually these really big hair ties. Like I said, we going for the big hair look. The big one. Hold on, Patience. What you doing today? You not at work today? I just not realized that. Okay. I like the way that this was up, so I'm trying not to mess that part up. So, yeah. My ovaries feel really crazy right now, and it's so irritating. I also don't usually take the time to sit here and part my hair to perfection either. But like I said, I'm getting married, so I want to look normal but more extravagant. So actually not normal. I want to look extravagant, but not too extravagant, because like I said, this isn't like the one and only wedding, because I'm going to do the big wedding when I'm a millionaire soon, because those people kill my baby and ruin my life. And God had to pick up the pieces for me and God. But God knows I hate picking up the pieces, and I'll leave them there. And he'd be like, nope, I got some things I want you to do in life right now. So he starts picking the pieces up for me. See, this is why I use that shampoo that I just showed you guys, because I just can't get away from the dry skin. And it's not even, I don't think it's normal. That's why at first I really thought I had psoriasis. Okay, I'm gonna shake this up, and I'm gonna spray this on my hair so that I can detangle it real quick again, because it got tangled again. Guys, this is natural lighting, and I look really good, and I just want to say, my mom and my daddy did amazing. You know, we come from our dad's balls. Like, isn't that crazy? Everybody came from their dad's balls, got into their mom from their dad's balls, and then they grew inside of their mom like a parasite, like a tapeworm, for 9 months, or however many months, because some people become preemies, or are preemies, and then our mom gave birth to us into this world out of her vagina, or her stomach, but out of her uterus. I think that our mere existence is just, I don't even know. It's just alarming. And if you think about it for too long, you'll become disgusted with yourself. But also amazed at yourself, because how did I come from a tiny little sperm in my dad's ball sack while he was doing who knows what in the world, probably wreaking havoc, literally. And then here comes my mom, probably wreaking havoc too, somewhere, you know, wherever my dad was at too. And I was just like, hey, let me make my grand entrance into the world. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to use this much Eco Styler. Because when I say I want it slick, I say I want it slick. I say I want to be different. I'll never be using gel on my hair anymore. Because I actually like being natural. Being natural is amazing. I love it. The world will make you hate everything natural nowadays. But me personally, I got a natural BBL sometimes. And I got natural long hair that I'm working on. It'll get super long one day. I'm still working on it. But oh, nice, Patience. Chapter 6. Okay, so I'm going to tell everybody to go to your Wattpad so that they can read your book too, if that's okay with you. I'm going to wait for your answer. Also, when you answer yes or no, if I could do that, tell me the @ because I think it's just your name, right? Okay. Okay, y'all see the shine? Okay, I'm gonna gel it up like a lot. Oh, I forgot the oil. Tragic. Tragic, tragic, tragic. Okay, I'm gonna take the bristle brush. That I've never used one of these recently in my life, but like I said, I'm getting married, so I'm gonna try something different. I wanna look like I at least have something going on with myself differently. Cause right now I'm broke. Big broke. Like $5 in cash, $4 in the bank. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Because I could be poor today and rich by 12 midnight. Honestly. Okay. This part is not how I had. Ooh, the part looks super crooked right now. I'm gonna leave it. It don't have to look perfect right now. Plus, I'm only looking in the camera. I'm not looking in the mirror, so. Ooh, you know your hair detangle when you can put this little bitty tiny comb through it and get the product out like that. That's crazy. Lice check. Y'all, in 2nd grade, I got lice and my mom had to cut all my hair off because, as you can see, my hair thick as the fuck. And we couldn't get that stuff out. We didn't even know what it was. And the craziest thing about this is, let me tell y'all a story. This is when my spiritual gifts really peaked when I was a kid. I was sitting in the back of my mom's boyfriend's, my 2 youngest brothers' dad's car. Her car, but he was driving it basically, I think, if I'm getting the story correct. And I saw a fish that was big fall out of my head when I leaned down. And then I looked on the floor. I was scared, so I jumped back. But then I looked on the floor like, what? A fish? And then I looked on the floor, and I didn't see no fish on the floor, but I know what I saw fall. I saw a fish fall out of my head. So I ran in the house, and I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, it was a fish in my hair. It's a fish in my hair. Stuff in my hair. Mom, look. And she kept on blowing me off. She was on the phone with, I think, her sister at the time. And she was blowing me off, and I'm freaking out. So then she got to look at me and pay attention. So she like, what, a fish? What would a fish be doing in your hair? So she getting on me and stuff. And I'm like, Mom, can you please just look? She started looking. You know how black moms be. They gotta do all of that like I'm a Barbie doll or something. What's it called? Brass doll or whatever. The big head dog with the hair. And she like, girl, ain't nothing in your... And as soon as she was finna say hair, she got silent. And I got scared because it ain't nothing in my... What? And I'm itching too. And I'm like, Mom, what's wrong? She said, put your head under this water. She turned the tub water on, put my head under the water. And I was sitting there with my head under the water for like 10 minutes. And she left out the bathroom. Oh, by the way, this was happening in the bathroom. She left out the bathroom. Okay, y'all, go to Wattpad and type in Patience Alexis01 and go read my friend's story. She's on her 6th chapter. So go read the first 5 chapters of her story. Hold on. I just was on there last night. What was it called? Valley? Hold on. Shadow. What was it called again? I literally was just looking at this last night. Anyway, y'all, go to Patience. How do you say it with the S? Patiences. That sounds like I'm saying it wrong. But go to Wattpad and type in Patience Alexis01 and then go read her story. Okay, is the braid giving? Because I'm thinking no. The braid is not giving. But I'm going to leave it. This is a trial. So tomorrow I'm going to do this hairstyle with the twists. Actually, no. I'm going to do a like 2005 flat twist going back with the hair and then the poof tomorrow. So today I'm doing a simple 2 braids, a middle part, slick and puffy ponytail in the back. That's what I'm doing today. Look at those edges. I haven't used this stuff on my hair in a long time. And actually, I kind of feel like this stuff is the reason why I started having really bad dandruff. But like I said, I haven't used it in like years. So if it is the cause and I've still had those problems this whole entire time, I might as well keep using it because it already did the damage it was going to do. So yeah. Ow. This hurt. This is why I don't be doing extra stuff to my hair, like baby hairs and all that, because it's just too much. Like, too much. It's too time consuming. I like my natural hair. That looks horrible. Anyway. Okay, so this is one side, one braid done. I should have braided it more up top right here, but I was being lazy. But yeah, this is one braid. It's gonna go, ow, it's gonna go in the back with the puff. So yeah. We can show that. I wonder why they asked me about the review. Okay, the book is called Inside the Shadow. Oh, wait, no, it's called It's Inside the Shadow. There's a gnat in here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to make this look kind of like a heart because I messed up right there, and I remember when I messed up right there, and it's okay. It is okay. The first time I parted it with the big comb first, I feel like a poodle. And I don't know. Y'all, I don't even listen to SZA, but this whole snooze is stuck in my head and it's so irritating. It's because I was watching Dr. Miami on TikTok, and it says something about Keirra or something like that, Katina or something like that, and the Kardashians and all this kind of stuff. And I went down some little rabbit hole on Dr. Miami's page, and I end up being around it says somebody has said something about Hailey Bieber is like super secure because she let Justin Bieber in the music video with SZA and her BBL that matches her thighs. So I was interested in what they was talking about, so I followed the little link. Okay, I messed up this little part in the back, and that's kind of aggy, but it's okay. So anyway, then I got to the original, what they was talking about, and I was watching Justin Bieber and SZA in her music video. And yeah. So I was watching a whole bunch of them because there was a lot of different like little edits. You know how people on TikTok be making edits. So now that song is stuck in my head. Because I watched like 10 of them. And it was like, how can I snooze and miss the moment? You just too important. Nobody do body like you do. Or whatever. But yeah. I can't get this part to say, I cannot get this right. It's irritating. Okay, maybe. Oh, I remember what I did. I put this part in the ponytail, kinda. And then I parted this part. What I'm trying to do. I need a professional on this scalp because what the heck? I cannot get it to go away. Y'all, I love talented people. I want all talented people to win. I'm tired of nobodies winning. No offense to the nobodies because they are somebodies. But literally, the type of people that become famous nowadays, the type of people that's making like money with fame and like with the internet and stuff, like they're not even doing anything amazing for the world, and the world is just going downhill. And it's just irritating because the people who are trying to do amazing things, they get like exiled. And it's aggravating because I'm one of those people. I love everything humanitarian. Because like I just said, the world is literally going downhill. And that's sad because I want to live at least till I'm like 100. Hopefully. As long as I'm good. Now, if I'm in pain and weird stuff is going on, then no, I don't want to live to 100. But, you know, ideally, I would want to. In the Bible, people was living to 900 years old. And I just want to know what happened. But when I look at today's world, I'd be like, ugh, I would not want these people to be on this earth for 50 years. They need to go now. I have no idea why so many people in this world are bad. And then it's crazy because as a truly awakened like person, like truly awakened, like 2020 spiritual awakening, superpower awakened, like literally I'm up there, I'm high like that, like for real. I just see so many people in, like I'm saying, in high positions being devil puppets. Little do they know. Some of them know that they're like literally devil puppets, and some of them are disguised as false prophets and people who just like are dormant. Like, so, I hate dormant people. Like, the church is so dormant nowadays. The church isn't in school, and I don't mean just the church as in like whatever religion, because all religions point to one thing, and that's the fact that there is a higher source and there's more things going on than what meets the eye. So I don't care what little like subcategories every religion came up with. I don't care about that. I really care about like the spirit, which is in every religion, every person's house, everything, every life. There's so many people in the church, like now I'm speaking about actual religions in the church buildings. They're not of God. They study things and think they know things because they're studying things that other people went through and other people put out there. They have nothing to put out there themselves. They're dormant. They're not in these streets, in the hood, in the field where everything is going on, fighting battles. They're not doing none of that. They're sitting at home with their white picket fence, reading their scriptures and sitting there in front of their fireplace, drinking, not coffee probably, but like tea or something. I don't know. But they're not contributing to the world in a bad way, which is great, and that they're going to make it to a part of heaven. But they're not me or other people like me who are literally always put like Jesus. I won't even say like me, because then I don't want people to get away from what I'm really saying. So like Jesus, really out there in this world, in the hood, in the ghetto, in the ratchetness of everything that's going on, really bringing light to the darkness. They're not doing that at all. And that's why when I say I don't care about religion, I don't care about what people put labels on, I don't care if you're an atheist or whatever, I'm talking about actual real life. Everybody who is breathing right now, swallowing spit right now, there's literally so much bad stuff going on. And then the people, not even just the church, but the government, sitting there on their little high horse, barely, talking about abortion bans. Who the fuck cares? I care. I do care. I'm not going to say I don't care and that nobody should care. We should care. But with all the things that's going on, first of all, I just saw a video of a mom beating the crap out of her kid and some other person in the household recording it, not stopping it, not doing nothing for, I think, how many minutes? It was like 12 minutes. 6 minutes. I don't even know. It was like more than 6 minutes, less than 12 minutes, basically. She was literally beating the crap out of her kid while another, I think, kid or maybe an adult, which that's even worse, sat there and recorded it. And so I feel like, how are you guys trying to make people have babies who don't want babies? Because if someone's getting an abortion, they clearly, or they want an abortion, they clearly don't want that kid. You're going to put innocent souls through things that you can't even fix in the real world right now? That doesn't make sense to me. That's so backwards to me. It just doesn't add up. I don't understand it. There's so much bad stuff going on in the world. And it's in the trenches, in the ghetto, in the minority places, and in the higher places too, because they say they're higher, but they're not higher. They're just dormant. It's like you can't get in trouble if you're asleep. You know? Of course. But yeah, I don't even know how I just got on this topic, but obviously, as you can probably hear, I kind of feel really deeply about this little topic that goes into the rabbit hole about like lots of things on earth, because I actually do care. I care so much that it's hard for me to show I care, because then people think you're crazy. And you know what? I might just be a little bit crazy. But at the same time, God made me this way. So, Yeah. Okay, and now I have to do the same thing I just did over there, which, if you don't remember, I said that I didn't start exactly at the top and I was being lazy, so now I have to do the same thing over here. I just thought about the fact that I'm gonna have to wash my hair again soon. And in the midst of me being the person washing my hair, I just remembered that I'm gonna have to wash this Eco Styler out. And if you've ever used Eco Styler, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Water makes this gel grow, which I'm not mad about it. I actually kind of like it sometimes, the fact that it grows like that. But yeah, because of the fact that I'm going to be doing a lot to my hair, I guess it's going to be a good thing, but at the same time not, because it's just too much work. Yes, I am the braider that braids all the way down to the tip. And then I curl it off. Okay, this is one braid and this is another braid. This actually, that does not look good right here. And the part is off center. Okay, let me pull it. Let me see. Okay, I kind of knew I messed up on the part a little bit, but at the same time, not like that. So the part should have been, well, I guess it kind of is, right? It's just messed up. And I didn't start right here where I should have. You live and you learn. Anyway, I'm just testing stuff out right now. So my hair's going to go through a lot. Y'all, look. Okay. I'm going to use this much gel. Hold on. Maybe I should take my rings off. Period. Okay, I'm going to put this gel around the perimeter of my head and then take that bristle brush and like brush it so that it can look a little bit smoother than it usually does when I do this hairstyle. The gel is literally just making everything look more smooth. Okay, I really want to take this off. This much gel. You see how much gel that is? I have big hands. And as much gel as you thought I was using, I need some more. And then I'm going to spray some of this on there. I actually should have sprayed this on first, but I forgot. Okay. And before you say I forgot to do these edges, I know. I just thought about it. Okay, so like I had it as like a top. Somebody just text me. Remember I had the ponytail at the top when I first started this video? Well, yeah. I'm gonna make it more high top. I usually wear it to the back when I do this hairstyle. But again, I'm gonna do something different since I'm gonna get married. I'm just trying this hairstyle out right now. And since the back is gonna be showing pretty much, I'm gonna brush it so that, like I said, it looks slick. I want it to look slick for me. Now I'm gonna take this skinny. You see the difference? This one is super thick, boom, and this one's skinny, but they're both really big for my thick hair. And then I'm gonna fluff it. Okay. I'm getting these little baby hairs out so I can put some more gel on them. Then I have these neck hairs right there. Get them a little more presentable. And however it looks is how it looks. I don't really know. I could cut them, but I know I have an edge brush. Okay, I'll have the edge brush tomorrow when I try the next hairstyle. So tomorrow I'm going to try a different hairstyle so that by Sunday I know exactly what I like the best, because yeah, I'm going to be taking pictures and stuff, so. I didn't really like the way this looked because my part is literally so off center, so I'm going to retry that. Yeah, that looks really ugly. That looks ugly. Hold on. Let me try that over. Erase the edges. Ugh. This is why I don't be trying to do all of this perfectionist stuff, because I am, well, this extra stuff, because I'm a perfectionist, and when it doesn't look right, I'm going to be really mad. So when it's my real wedding day and I do my edges and my hair, I'm going to wrap it in a silk or satin scarf so that it lays down and gets real flat. Because right now I'm not putting it on there. So this part, what I'm doing is literally going to come back up probably. But I'm just testing it out. And I'm going to have something super sparkly in my hair the day of the wedding. So like if I was to do this hairstyle, the sparkly thing would probably go around under here. So that it has some sparkle and some depth to this lift, to this puff. You know, actually, I think I'm not going to do this hairstyle because now that I'm thinking about it, I got a specific sparkly thing that I want to put in my hair, and I want it to shine. So if I was to put it in my hair for this hairstyle, the puff would overdo it because my ponytail is right here and the puff is covering it up. So thank you, Patience. Ooh, I could teach you how to braid. Braiding it kind of is hard at first, but you just gotta learn literally, I think, 3 steps. If you learn 3 steps, you can braid. It's just 3 little steps, and basically it's just how to move your fingers. So it's kind of like a heart, and it's like have 3 pieces of hair, and you always put one under and put. I can show you if I'm doing it. I can teach you how to do it. I got you. Okay. So this is the first little hairstyle. Boom. That took 44 minutes. My hair is so thick. And I actually want to take it down right now. At this point, I would have put the satin bonnet on after I slicked everything down the way I wanted it to be. And then I would have let it dry, and I would have took it off, and it would have been looking the way I wanted it to look. Okay. This is ticking me off. I'm finna do this over. It's ticking me off. It's just ticking me off. It's not straight. It's not centered very well. The edges is throwing me off. So, yeah. Since I did this braid first, it's almost dry, so I'm gonna actually do this one first. That just ticked me off so bad. Ooh, I like the way that looks. I was thinking about wearing my hair down, big and fluffy, or straight. I might just end up doing that, a braid out or a twist out. I don't know. I still don't know yet. Or if I was to slick it for real, slick it back. I've been seeing this on YouTube. But you brush the front part of your hair down, right here. Brush it down flat, all the way down. Flat, 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 both sides. And then you make it go towards the back of your hair. like this, and then you put a rubber band at the back, and then you'll have like, let me showcase that. Then you'll like tie it up together, and then you'll have like your natural hair slick right here, and then you'll have like the bun or like whatever is going on. I have seen that too, but that would take a lot for my hair. Okay, let me retry to do this middle part, because I think this first side is the problem. Look how much better that looks. Oh. Okay, let me put this hair right there so I don't mess up again. Okay, y'all see how much better that looks? Period. I'm gonna spray it a little bit more. A lot. I'm gonna detangle it a little bit more. Okay, so this is what I was saying at first when I was like, I should have started the braid way at the like top. It's like right here. Actually, let me grab it first so I make sure I do it the right way. I literally just had that comb in my hand. Where did I put it? It's right here. Okay. Y'all didn't see that. Okay. Okay, making sure that I get the braid at the top. Oh, okay. 3 pieces. And I don't know, it's actually kind of hard to tell you how to braid. It's more like a look. This is not right. Again. So I'm doing it different at the bottom because it's easier for me to do it like this at the bottom. So at first I think it was called overhand, and then I went under. No, actually I think at first I was going underhand, and now I'm going overhand. I don't even know, but I know I just inverted what I was doing at the top to the bottom. Thank you, Grandma. By the way, that didn't know that first part. Oh, happy holidays to you too, Grandma. Oh, Grandma, I'm getting married on Sunday. All right, y'all. So y'all see how this braid starts more, and it's tighter. Yeah, that's that perfectionist. Okay, right. So y'all see how I didn't start all the way right there when I did these first braids because I was being lazy, and this one starts right there. Yeah. I'm getting married to Barnell, Liam's dad. Alright, I'm going to spray that again. I really like the way the braid out looks with the gel. I like that. I might end up just doing a whole little braid out. Yep, me and Barnell are getting married. The devil was testing us and we made it through now. And I'm very glad that we made it through. Because I sure was thinking. I sure was like, God, what? Y'all, if y'all see somebody behind me or see something going on behind me, I'm home by myself right now. So, let me know. You say, am I happy? Yeah, I'm happy. I'm really proud because I knew that we was just going through a trial. I knew it was just a test. It was a test to see if we could, you know, get through what we went through. Losing our baby and then mental health problems. You know how mental health problems go. And I'm really glad that we got through that. Because I was scared. I was like, how? I was like, God, now I know you care more about me than that. I'm back in Quincy right now. Naya, she was being sex trafficked, is being sex trafficked, but she got scared when I got her and saved her and was getting ready to, you know, help her do whatever she wanted to do next in life. She got scared, or I don't even know. I don't know what happened, but she left where we was at without telling me she was leaving and went back to her pimp. Not even a good one. Not even a... I don't even know. The perfectionist in me don't like the way these don't add up all the way. But it's okay. So now I have to redo actually, I like it like that. That's fine. But yeah, she has a pimp. Oakland, California is sex trafficking central. I heard Miami was too, but I've never been to Miami. Yeah, she's still, sure, she is. And it's crazy because I had a couple dreams that she died. And the people in this world don't care for real about the fact that we are in literally like end times, prophecy times, things going on for real, like spiritually. It's like they don't really care. They don't take that serious. The whole world is just messed up. And at this point, everything is in God's hands. And whatever happens, happens. Like I said, I went there. I saved her. I got her out. I got us to a safe spot. We was just about to leave and get back to the normal life. And she left from where we were at and went back with her pimp. Yeah, I just don't know. The police told me though that people who get sex trafficked, people who are in human trafficking, they tend to stay. They tend to be accustomed to that lifestyle, even if they've been in it for 3 months, I guess, because she's been there for 3 months. They say that people, it's not uncommon that people stay with their pimps and don't say anything, and like sometimes it's out of fear and sometimes it's just because they like the freedom that they have, or they don't want better for themselves or whatever, which that's really sad. Okay, you get her back home because I talked with your dad. I'm glad you are safe. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you. I'm glad I'm safe too, because I sure put myself in a very I didn't know that it was gonna be what it was for real. I knew that it was a possibility that that's what was going on, but the hope and the faith that I had in like her made me like, no, I'm pretty sure if she is doing something similar to it, she's not being pimped out and sex trafficked. And, you know, I was like, maybe she's just being a sugar baby, or maybe she's like doing it herself or something like that, where it's more controlled and more like, yeah, she's choosing to do that kind of stuff. But no, it was like a episode of Law and Order, and I was being Olivia Benson, literally. And there's literally big sex trafficking rings going on. And I don't feel like nothing's really being done to stop it, because if there was something being done to stop it, it wouldn't be there. Like, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Grandma. And then my sister got mad at me. Actually, after she left and went with the pimp, I didn't hear nothing from her, because a different pimp that wasn't really her pimp but was trying to get to be her pimp, this is where the dangerous part came in, that I was like, nope, police, get involved. He broke my sister's phone. How did she get there? She got there because she met a man online who posed as her boyfriend. I don't even know how people could say they're dating online, never met each other, none of that. But she was talking with some man online who was acting like her boyfriend, claiming to be her boyfriend. I'm thinking the thing was that he sent her money when she asked for money. And it was at a time where I guess he paid for her a ticket, and her situation at home was where she really could leave and nobody was asking questions, nobody was really caring like that. And so she got the ticket and went on the Greyhound bus and went to California from all the way out there in Indiana. And when she got in California, she still didn't meet the man that she was talking to online. She met a whole bunch of group of women who were prostitutes, sex trafficked as well, or whatever. And they groomed her to work the streets. It's called working the blade. So in Oakland, California, it's blocks called the Blade, where young girls are literally standing outside on the street in naked clothing, and men drive up. The men are called tricks, and the men who pay for the girls and everything, they're called tricks. And the men who scout the block for the girls to take their money are called the pimps. So the tricks are just normal people riding down the block at certain times when they're looking for a girl, I guess, and they pick the girls up, while the pimps just stay there, I guess, to make sure the girls are standing on the corner, making sure they're making money, basically. I guess also to make sure they're safe, even though she went back to a pimp that didn't care that she was safe, because he sat her stuff outside of Burger King the day I told you the other pimp that wanted to be her pimp made me have to call the police on the whole situation, which I actually called the police before that pimp even got involved, but the police never came. That's why I said, I don't think they really care. I don't think people actually care. They're just sitting at their jobs doing whatever they're doing, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. It's a really long story, even though it's really straight to the point, honestly, but it's long considering that a lot happened in like the span of 20 days. So I was out there for 20 days. I was only supposed to be out there for a little while, but I'll end up being out there for 20 days. One day I had to stand outside literally all day with my bags and stuff at this ratchet motel where the motel manager asked me how much did I cost. And I was like, I'm not for sale. And that specific thing right there made me realize that it's so normal there that the help didn't come. I realized why the police never came the first time I called the police for the situation. They never showed up because it's so normalized. And plus, I've learned a lot of things about places where when you call 911, this was a place. Oakland, California is a place where if you call 911, you're going to be holding for like 30 minutes, literally. That's like Indiana, Gary, Indiana. But places like that, I realized that 9 times out of 10, the police officers are dirty cops too. They're people that do that kind of stuff. They're pimping girls out. They're having sex with girls that are selling themselves too. They're doing stuff like that too. So it's like the law it's not adding up, and things aren't being done for real, and it's not being taken serious for real because people have guilty consciences because they know they're doing stuff like that too. Or they're condoning it, or they have girls out there. That's literally what it was giving, honestly. How did I find out? I found out because one of my family members told me that she think my sister was out pimping herself. And it was rumors in my family going around because my sister had sent my brother a picture of her in a blonde wig. And I guess, I didn't know this, but my mom said basically that when girls get blonde wigs, that's when they're tricking. They hoeing themselves when they start getting blonde wigs and stuff. So when somebody showed her the picture of my sister having a blonde wig on, it made her think that she was outside tricking. And then right when my mom asked me that, the same day, that's when my other family member called me and was like, yeah, she just texted me and she said she got a pimp and she got this and he's buying her food and clothes and she thinks it's cute. And I was like, send me the messages. She sent me the messages, so I read them with my own eyes and I seen it. Naya, I went up there, so her birthday was November 7th, and that's basically what I used as like a decoy of like why I'm coming out there to see her, so that they wouldn't get suspicious, because she didn't know I knew what was going on at first. But she just turned 19 on November 7th, so she was 18. She doesn't look 18, she doesn't look 19, she doesn't look like she's old enough for anything. So the fact that there's a 30-year-old man pimping her out, posing as like somebody who cares for her in the first place, that's alarming. She looks like she's 14. She's not there all the way. Like, she's a smart girl, but she's not a smart enough girl because she's not mature like that. Like, she looks like she's 14. She acts like she's 12. So yeah, it was just really alarming. Like I said, when I first went up there, I was going to go see her for her birthday for real, but also I was going to go see if she was really being pimped out, because my other family members, they was like, oh, she outside hoeing, she done ran away to California, she outside hoeing, she da-da-da-da, like talking down on her and stuff. But when I'm getting the story myself from all the sources that's talking about it and from the messages I see from my sister, I'm putting two and two together because I watch Law and Order with Olivia Benson. I love stuff like that. I love detective stuff. I love criminal cases where bad guys get put where they need to be at. So I'm getting all this information and I'm like, this don't sound like she done ran away to California and she outside hoeing herself. It sounds like she got sex trafficked, groomed, and got put on the street, and now she got a pimp, and it was just bad. And I'm like, okay, so if that's the case, I want to go help her. I don't want her to be out there, and how she even got out there in the first place is because she thinks people don't care about her, people showing that they don't care about her well-being for real. So it was like, let me go out there and let me go check. And plus it was her birthday, so everything was lining up pretty well. And plus I was going through a lot, so I was all the way in Arizona, so I was close to California anyway to like make that little trip and go see. So I went out there on November 3rd. I left on Thanksgiving, the 23rd. That's why I said I was out there for 20 days. I should not have been out there for that many days. But her situation was real bad. She's been out there since August. Mind you, like I said, this was November 3rd. So she's been out there since August something. And when I went out there, again, she thought I was coming to come see her for her birthday for a couple days or whatever. So I thought she had places to live, and I thought that we were going to be straight and I didn't have to worry about that. But I came there and she's with this 30-year-old man. They're living out of a hotel. Not there. He's with her, but he has a whole house. She's telling me the whole entire time he has a house, and sometimes she gets to go to his house, but for the most part she stays at motels. So I'm like, do you have a link card? Do you have Medicaid? Do you have insurance on your body or anything? Like, do you have your ID? And she's like, no, no, no. And the ID is supposed to be coming, all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, wait, so you've been out here for 3 months and you've been living in motels and at this man's house sometimes, who you don't know for real? Because like I said, she's only been there for, at that point, 2.5 months. So I was like, okay, this is alarming. And then he's 30 years old. You look like you're 14. He really should have had no business talking to you in the first place. So I'm just doing undercover investigation, making sure, because she's the type that if she feels like you don't agree with what she's doing, she's going to get away from you. She's going to not want you to know all the things. She's not going to be honest. So I like went along with everything like I didn't know what was going on, but I'm peeping everything that's going on. And I'm like, she was sex trafficked. He's her pimp. Once I got it all put in my head the way that I needed to be put in my head, once I figured out what was going on, I confronted her about it a little bit, and she admitted everything that I was speculating. So I'm like, wow, okay. And she really didn't see nothing wrong with it. He got her drugged up, like you said, on drugs or whatever. Not on like bad drugs, but on weed, like addicted to weed. Like I never seen, she has seizures, so she really don't supposed to even smoke for real like that, but she was smoking so heavy she don't even know what she's smoking, because he doesn't even know what he's smoking. But they're smoking hella weed. It was just bad. And like I said, she's not there all the way, so she would get high and be high all day or whatever, and she was still not, she would be so much less there from the weed. It was impairing. Like, it was just weird. It was just horrible. And I was just like, this 30-year-old man is literally grooming my sister. And she's a beautiful girl, and she is smart in ways. She is smart, but she's naive and gullible and childish and traumatized and all these other kind of things. So it's not there for real. So it's not like me personally, like I've healed so much from my trauma, and I've been smart, and I've been like more mature than my age, an old soul. So it's like I know things. Nobody's finna get something over on me like that, and I'm not finna put myself in a situation where somebody even can think they're getting over on me like that. So it's just like it's just a lot, and it's sad, and I really wish that wasn't going on. I don't know why she would put herself in that situation. Thank you, Patience. I hope so too. I really think so. I don't know. Every time when I have a dream about somebody dying, they die. I had dreams that my son was going to die before he was born for real, and he died before he was born for real. I had dreams that my youngest brother's grandma was going to die, and she just died. Usually when I have a dream about people dying, or have a dream with like vividness to it, it happens. And I had a dream twice already that she died, and it's so sad, and it's crazy because like I said, she's traumatized. She's been through so much in life, and I really feel bad for her. I really feel bad for her, and I don't want to make it seem like, you know, I know she already kind of feels like this, but I don't want to make it seem like what my other family members was doing was talking crap about her. I don't want to make it seem like I'm talking crap about her. No, I'm really talking about her situation, and I want her to be saved, and I want her to get help, and I want her to be healed from all the trauma she went through, so that she don't think stuff like this is okay in the future, because she's putting herself in danger, but she's also now the type to put other people in danger. Like I said, the second pimp that I had to call the police on, he literally put me and her outside. And it was because she invited me outside to go hang out with her. And she told me she was away from the first pimp. So I went with her. I got in the car with her. And this guy is a pimp too. And he's a more aggressive pimp. The first pimp was more laid back and was more like chill. And like she said in her messages, buying food, buying stuff, you know, being chill. So it was kind of like when I was doing my investigation, I couldn't really tell. No physical evidence can tell like that he's a pimp and that, you know, she might be in danger. No physical evidence of that, but my intuition told me that from the jump, and then she confirmed it a little bit. But no, the second guy, he literally made me and her go outside on the blade. And I told him from the jump that I got in the car, because once I got in the car, he had a whole Mercedes Benz, and he was acting like a guy that just was like on something weird. So I just made it super clear, like, I'm not a hoe. I'm not looking for no trick, especially not you, especially not one that looked like you. Like, I made it so clear from the jump when I got in the car that I wasn't on that. And at first he was acting like he wasn't a pimp, and then he got real mad, like, around lunchtime, I'm gonna say, and he was like, I can't do this no more. And then he's like, I'm a pimp. Y'all finna make me $800. Y'all gonna be out there from 4 to 10, all this other stuff. And I was like, what? And now I'm asking my sister, I'm like, Naya, did you know he was a pimp? And at first she told me no. She like, no, I didn't know, Keirra. And then I'm like, how did you meet him? And she said, I was working on the blade. And I said, you was working on the blade. This guy got you, did whatever he did with you last night, and he hanging out with you today at a time where you know you finna try to go back up on this blade and you don't think he's a pimp? And she like, Keirra, I didn't know. And then this is the crazy part. My sister told me twice, like I said, from the first pimp, she started admitting to me everything once I started confronting her about it, like I knew, because I knew. And then she dropped the bag, you know? I know what I'm doing. She told me that her pimps be telling her, don't go with the black guys on the blade. The tricks is the white guys and the Mexican guys. Don't talk to the black guys because they're pimps. This guy that she just got to pull up where I'm at to hang out with her, he's black. So I'm thinking in my head, like, I know she didn't do what she already told me somebody told her not to do, and get in the car with a black guy while she working the blade. And she told me that. She said, I was working the blade and he came up to me, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Naya, how many times have you already told me that somebody told you don't go with the black guys because they pimps? And she was like, but I didn't know. Like I said, she not there all the way. So now we in this deep, crazy situation. Okay. Yes, Grandma, I know that all drugs are bad. Yes. But of all the drugs, I would say weed is like lower standard, not as alarming. But yes, I do agree that all drugs are bad. I am against drugs, for sure. I definitely don't think the drugs are good. But anyway, and my mom, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know. She cares. Obviously, that's her daughter. She cares. But again, there's just so much to unpack with the situation and just my sister's life that is just like, you know, I see why she don't want to be at home. I see why she, and plus, like I said, she was put in a position where she could actually go get on this bus without anybody asking her any questions from Indiana. So I don't want to say too much because, you know, I don't know, but yeah. It's a lot of people that can be blamed for what's going on. That's all I'm going to say. It's a lot of people that can be blamed, and a lot of places in the story of what actually is happening that it's like, you did that? You did that? You let that happen? Yeah. So, but at the same time, my sister, like I said, she does do stuff like this. The FBI been on her case since she was like 13, 14. I think less than that, because she's always been involved in something like this. Like I said, she found this man online because she was clearly doing something she had no business doing online. But yeah, so now I'm in this bad situation, and this man talking about he want $800. What? We working on a block on a blade, and who's getting $800? What do you do on the block on the blade for people in these cars that pull up from who knows where, and you get $800? So I'm just like, what? That doesn't even. But he's, like I said, this one is way more like aggressive. The other pimp, like I said, they was acting like that he wasn't a pimp and she wasn't doing this stuff when I first came. So we then went past November 3rd all the way to like what, November 8th. November 8th. So that whole entire time I was with her and the first pimp. So like I said, they wasn't really doing nothing physically in my face of like, okay, call the police. It's true, it's real. It was more like I see certain things where I'm like, yeah, I feel like this is what's going on. I feel like this was going on, you know? But no, this guy was so upfront, and he was more rude, and he was more aggressive, and he was more like, I mess y'all up so quick in my car right now if y'all don't listen to me, if y'all don't do what I'm saying. So I had to go along with what he was saying, basically. I wish she would have came home with me too, Grandma, but I literally was in this place. I'm literally looking for her. I'm like, literally, where did she go? So I'm asking all the people that's where we at. Y'all see my sister? Y'all see my sister? Everybody like, no, no, no. Then somebody finally told me an hour later, oh, she got all her bags and she left. She's gone. And I was like, what? I didn't believe them, because I had just seen her 2 hours before that talking to me. She was washing her clothes and stuff. But then it started putting together. I was like, oh, she was being sneaky. I thought she was doing something normal, but I should have knew her little Scorpio self. She was being sneaky. She washed all her clothes, took her bags out of the room, and put them downstairs, because she told me that what she was doing was, one, washing her clothes, and also putting her bag somewhere so that she doesn't mess up the room when she go through it. And I was like, yeah, because she's messy, so I was okay with that. But no, she was being sneaky, and she was washing all her clothes and putting all her stuff downstairs, because she had already called her pimp and told her to come tell him where she was at, and that he could come get her or whatever, and she'd be ready. Or he told her to come be ready. I don't even know how it happened all the way, but that's what happened. So yeah, I'm sitting there looking for her for a whole hour, and then the next day the kids start telling me, yeah, she's been talking about leaving for the last couple of days. And I was like, and nobody's taking it serious. That's what I'm saying. People don't take it serious. Like, it's just like, it's just so much. It's just so, I just can't be around common people. Being around common people just make me so aggravated with life, because it's like, they're idiots. And no offense to them, because everybody, it wasn't their responsibility, but people are just like common idiots, and it's just irritating to me as an Aquarius. But yeah, so she left that day, and it had flew over my head, because I thought we was safe, and we were supposed to be leaving the next day. I was supposed to be leaving anyway the next day. So I thought we was getting home scot-free, and I had just did an amazing job. I got my sister out of sex trafficking, you know, I didn't got the evidence, so I'm thinking, dang, I just did that. Now we finna go home for Thanksgiving. But no, she left, and then I missed my bus the next day, so I ended up having to stay even longer, and to where I left literally the day of Thanksgiving. I was supposed to leave a couple weeks before Thanksgiving, because I wanted to be a certain place for Thanksgiving. I ended up still getting to that place for Thanksgiving, but it was literally the day of. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've been through a lot. It's a lot going on. And I'm really sad, because like I said, my dreams, and I keep on trying to tell myself, no, it's okay, you know, it's just a dream, just like the other stupid people be trying to tell me in real life. But no, I know what be going on in my life. I have dreams, prophetic dreams, and they be coming true. And my dream told me multiple times that she's either dead already or she's gonna die, and it's nothing that I could do to save her, because I literally saved her, and that even wasn't enough. So yeah. And yeah, I just have to deal with the fact that that's what's gonna happen. The more I try to make myself think that that's not, it's gonna hurt me even more when it happens. So I'm just gonna, my dream told me that she's dying, that she's going to heaven. And considering I know her life story thus far, I think she do deserve a chance to start over and have a better life, because people really messed up her life this time. She's had a very bad life. She's had a very messed up life. She's been through things that people should not go through as a human being, and I've witnessed that. So, you know, I have a soft spot for her, and her immaturity, and her naive and gullible personality, and all of that. Like, she's a beautiful person, but she's been through a lot. You used to do that, Grandma? Don't worry, me too. I used to do that too. But yeah. That's funny. Yeah. You know, actually, it's crazy because life story wise, you and my mom have a lot in common. And that's wild. But yeah, it's been a lot going on. November has been very packed, full of events. I went from single, newly single, after I just gave birth to my baby in August, to now I'm getting married. I went from Illinois all the way to California, back to Illinois now. Yeah, it's been a very, very eventful life. I will never ever not give God his credit for making sure that I have great experiences in life. I have real experiences in life, and I have like wisdom. I give God all the glory, because so many times in life I really thought things were going to go in a way where it wouldn't go in my favor, and that I was going to either die or I was in a bad situation, and God literally put me on top every single time. Put me on top. Put me in things that I thought would hurt me and kill me, but it was really to like give me another medal. Give me another medal. This might be your calling to help young girls. Thank you, Grandma. I think so too. I think God is literally putting me in so many positions. I've seen a theme. I've seen the theme, and like you saying, yes, it's wild. I would have went and got your aunt. You know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know, Grandma. Thank you. But no, that's what I'm saying. My mom's side of the family, our side of the family, they were talking crap about it. They were not taking it serious at first, until I went out there, until I literally took my body and went out there and did what I was doing and reported back to what was going on and stuff. That's when people started taking it more serious. That's when, like I said, that's when the narrative started changing, because like I said, I'm the one that says she's being sex trafficked, she's being groomed, she just, I'm the one that put that into that kind of perspective. Everybody else was on that weird, toxic, talking crap about people, not taking nothing serious in life, wanting to do everything in their power just to talk down and look down on somebody when they do nothing to help the person they're talking down on. I just couldn't. My conscience, it just couldn't. And like I said, at that time in my life, I was on the up. I was just scot-free. I don't even know. I was just put in position, basically. I just was put in position. And then I did what I needed to do. I just thank God he was good and well. Thank you, Grandma. I thank God, too. Thank God, because, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. The way, Grandma, you would be so proud of me if you knew how I had to get up in that man's face when he thought he was finna put me out on that street like that. He thought he was finna tell me all this kind of stuff. And then he thought he was finna tell my sister. He turned around and told my sister something like, don't let her get you off track, and she ain't gonna be nothing in life. She a goofy. He literally, me and my sister in the backseat of his car, he driving like the chauffeur. I love doing that to niggas that think that they just up there. No, nigga, drive and I'm in the backseat. You the chauffeur. Don't talk to me. He thought he was doing something, and I was like, I'm the big sister. I don't know who you talking to. She ain't gonna listen to you when I'm in the car. I'm the big sister. I had to get on his whole entire life. And I'm so proud of myself, because at this little point, like I said, it turned into a dangerous situation. I had to call the police. At this point, I didn't realize, and I thank God for this. I thank God for that little shade of blindness at the moment. But I was in a real dangerous situation, because he was dangerous. And I didn't notice at first when I was going off on him the way I was going off on him, because he was smiling in my face the whole entire time until he started getting more serious. Like, yeah, I want this $800, blah, blah, blah. But he thought he was finna run something, and I was some little girl like her who was naive and gullible and stuff. And I had to get all up in his face, like, I don't know who you talking to, muffin, like, boy, no. And then he threatened to shoot me in the face. And then I had to get up out of there. So, yeah. Yes, God, there is a higher power for sure. And I definitely be praying. I definitely be trying to stay in tune as much as possible. And that's why I don't be like, I can't focus on the way the world looks right now. This is the last 3 years of my life. I've learned that I'm not looking at anything that's actually what it looks like right now. I'm looking at spiritualness. I'm in tune. I thank God for every awakening that I've ever had. I thank God for every path he's put me towards and put me on, because things could have been so different. And if I didn't have the mind or the spirit or the soul, I guess, that I have, like, things could go really bad. But I've really been put in a position where it's like I'm really like, I'm like, not to sound too big-headed, but I'm like Jesus. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not perfect, and I'm not Jesus. But the same way God put his faith in Jesus and put that little step and that extra little light and spirit and enlightenment into Jesus, I know I got that same type of thing going on. And I work on that every day. I work on that every day, so that when the callings happen, I'm in alignment, and I can gracefully be put in position. Because the way I got put into position for this, because I was all the way in, if I would have been in Indiana or in Illinois, I wouldn't have been able to go out to California and go see this and go help my sister and go do anything and make a presence, because I'm pretty sure my presence made a big difference in how things were going, obviously. But if I wouldn't have went through the things I went through with losing my son, and then my son's father having his mental health crisis that happened, if those things would have never happened to us and to me, I wouldn't have been able to be flowing like water the way I was, to end up all the way in California on the other side of the country. Like, but God works in mysterious ways, and those mysterious ways are whispers. And I'm thankful that I was chosen to do something like that, because I met the mayor of Oakland, and she made a really amazing speech about how people like me, people like all the minorities that go through bad things, they're the people who should be running for office. They're the people who should be running to be in the city council, because they know the ins and outs of the world, and they know actually in real time what needs to change, what needs to be addressed, what needs to be looked at. And honestly, the things that I've noticed about life is that things are happening, and things are happening really fast. I'm glad, as long as you're happy. What don't kill you, it make you stronger. Yes, what doesn't kill you does make you stronger, Grandma. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, it's been wild. It's been real wild. Oh, and Grandma, let me tell you what happened also. This man took my $40 and threw it. I had a little bit of chunk of money that I was putting up so that I can be able to get up out of California and go back home when it was time. But at the moment, I only had $80 like to spare, and like to buy food or to do whatever I needed to do with it, whatever. I had $80 to spare. So remember I told you, he said go outside and make $800, and I said I was acting like, you know, I was complying or whatever, because I started realizing like this guy not playing, and he kind of dangerous. I was walking up and down the street. I went inside of Burger King, and I told my sister, okay, I bought us some food at Burger King. And I was like, okay, so this is what we finna do. We not finna do what he just said. We gonna tell him we want to do it in the morning so we can leave and go get back to our safe spot and don't talk to him no more. We gonna tell him we gonna do it in the morning, and we gonna say we on a date right now, so he don't keep calling you asking where we at, cause why is you worried about it? And then I was like, okay, I got $80, so I'm gonna get him half. I'm gonna get him this $40, and we gonna say that the person who took us on the date was paying for everything, and the only money that we have is $40. So I got in this man's car so that he could take me back to where he picked me up from. And I'm proud of you. Thank you, Grandma. He came and picked us up from Burger King, where the first pimp that my sister had put her stuff outside by some black truck when she had called him, because she thought she was calling him to come save her from the pimp that put us out on the street talking about $800, right? She called him. He asked her where she was at, and she told her where we were at. And the next thing you know, he called and told her, your stuff outside by the black truck. I went outside to go look, because I was like, nah, would he do that? Of course he would do that. Her stuff was outside by the black truck. And I was like, wow. So that's why we had to get in the car with this other man, and why I said, okay, I'm going to get him this $40, and we go act like we was on a date and all this kind of stuff, right? I get in this man's car. I tell him, okay, we're going to do this tomorrow for you. We could get $800 for you tomorrow. And it's too cold outside right now. You got us in these skimpy outfits. So just take us back to where you picked me up from, and we can do this tomorrow. And this is when he got hella dangerous and threatened to shoot me in the face. He took my $40 out my hand, laughed at it, threw it on the floor, and said, I'm finna go put this in my gas tank, and y'all finna go back outside and make me that $800. And I was like, boy, give me my motherfucking $40 back. And take me back to where I just came from. And then that's when he said I wasn't going to be nothing in life, that I'm a bum, and that he would shoot me in the face. And then I said, actually, I'm going to be something in life because I'm going to put people like you away. And then I said, and I'm finna call the police on you. And then he left. He was too scared. But yeah. A coward, Grandma. Yes, he is a coward. He was a coward. He was a big black wolf coward. A coward, big black wolf. Because he was talking like he was real life, like on something. And at first, but he was aggressive. So I'm pretty sure if he wanted to, he could have beat me up. But like I said, at this point, I was very blind. God literally shielded me from the actual severity of what exactly he was on. Because my spirit and how good I am with myself, I was like, I don't know who you talking to. I'm the big sister. She ain't doing nothing. We ain't doing nothing. Take me back to where I came from, and I'm calling the police on you. Because, boy, you finna go to jail. And he did. I know, a real life pimp. Shaking my head. That's crazy, ain't it, Grandma? Like, I cannot believe, like, I had to go home, and this is when I got my sister to the place. So he threw us out his car, threw all of her stuff that he had just put in the car from the first pimp, putting it outside of Burger King. He threw all of her stuff outside of the car, threw her phone, and purposely broke it. Like I said, he threw my $40 on the front of his car floor, so I couldn't get that back. And he skidded off, and as he's skirting off, talking about I'm a bum and I'm a goofy. Like, what? Yeah, it was the wildest. This was on November 10th. So, like I said, I came there on the 3rd, left on the 23rd. This incident happened on the 10th. So, from the 10th to the 23rd, I was in a safe space. I was in a safe spot. And from the 10th until the day my sister left, she was in a safe spot. Don't know why she went back to, I have to go sleep and do stuff with men who are on the block. I'm on the block. Who knows what kind of diseases are being passed around, what kind of things are happening. I'm going to go back to doing that and living in a hotel every day and having to remake my money every day to live in a hotel and eat fast food and buy stripper clothes. I have no idea why she picked that over what I just had got her to a safe spot and put her in. I have no idea why she went back and did what she was doing. And by that point, I had no time to I had no energy left in me to think about it or to care, because I did exactly what I was supposed to do. I put myself in a very dangerous situation, and I came out on top of the situation. And she went back to exactly what she needed to be saved out of. So that, to me, said that she doesn't need to be saved. She doesn't need to be saved. And if she did need to be saved, then she got to call on God and Jesus to help her. And she got to learn how to do it on her own. Because when she just had an out, she didn't take, I don't know. That was just weird. It was just crazy. I'm still confused at what exactly is going on. What happened. And, like, I don't even know. But it's above my pay grade. So, yeah. I was getting paid to begin with, but I ain't finna die about no situation somebody else want to die about. That's crazy. Nope, because the man, like I said, he went to jail. I don't know if he gonna get out of jail or whatever happens, but yeah, he went to jail. I know that for a fact. The one that threatened to shoot me in the face. Boy, you gonna what? Now you threatening my life. Now you really got to go to jail. At first, she was just trying to pimp somebody out, and it wasn't really working. And that's something like, can you go to jail for that? They can, but I didn't know that at the time. But yeah, he threatened to shoot me in the face. Oh no, boy, you going to jail, because I'm not going to give you that opportunity. I take threats very seriously, because if I ever tell you in life, if I say something like that to somebody, yeah, the silence is loud, because you know what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say it for real, because they're not going to use that against me in court one day, if it ever has to come to it. Like, no. I would have not got in his car. You know what, Grandma? I thought about that too, but the only reason why I got in his car is because, okay, I missed a part of the story. So the morning that my sister texted me and said she wanted to hang out with me, the day before that is when I went to the safe spot. And she was supposed to come with me, but the first pimp wouldn't let her get out the car as soon as we got there. So I was in that safe spot by myself. So the next day when she got in contact with me and asked me to hang out and said she wasn't with the other pimp, I took that as an opportunity that I could still save my sister, because I hadn't saved her at the point where I got to the safe spot. So that's why I went with her that morning. But yeah, that ended up being the situation. Yeah. You know, I could write a book about that one specific visit to Oakland, a trip to Oakland. You know what? I am. I'm gonna write that stuff down. Inspired by true events. They could turn it into a movie. Or I could have just recorded the whole thing and then just gave it to the police and they could have made a movie like that. But whatever. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I would say I hope my sister is okay and I hope she's gonna be okay. But it's hard for me to even say that because of the dreams that I've had and because of the realizations that I've had about her situation. Like, she didn't want to come home because she didn't feel safe at home. She never felt safe at home. And I've witnessed plenty of things where I would not, as a conscious person, where I'm talking about God, I'm talking about being saved, and I'm talking about callings and stuff, I would not ever even recommend, like, do you forgive people who did certain things to you like that? You forgive them for yourself, for sure, but would you forgive them and go back to a place where God had to save you out of, or where you felt like God was saving you from? No, you would never, like Lot's wife, turn back and turn into a pillar of salt for something God saved you from. You would not do that. So I've witnessed her life. I've witnessed certain things of her life where I see why she didn't want to go back home. But what I was thinking was home was way better than what she was doing, because she could have went home to our mom's house and got a job, or she could have went home, or she could have moved where I was at and did what I did and got my own apartment and got my own things going on, and she could have been okay. She could have been doing better than what she was doing there. But she didn't see the vision. She didn't see the vision. She wasn't accustomed to what I was selling to her, so she didn't take it. She thought it was a way back into something she didn't want to be in. So I understand that, and I don't want to knock that for her, but I do really hope that she gets out of it and is okay. But I definitely saw that in my dream, that if she stays where she's at and what she's doing, she died. And it's like it's sad, because I literally just experienced and watched her choose that path, and that's so sad. It's just so crazy. Talking about himself. Have you talked to her? I haven't talked to her after that. Like I said, that the guy that I called the police on, he broke her phone that night. And when I did my detective work and went through the phones of the people who she was using phones at the place where we was at, and I found the number of where she was at, I don't know who it was, but I'm pretty sure it was the first pimp that I met when I first came there, because that was like her safety net, her little safe spot, I guess. So I'm pretty sure it was him. And he texted my phone and said, whoever, but I'm pretty sure it was him. They texted my phone and said, is this for your ego, or do you really care about her? Because it seems like this is for your ego. And I was like, what? And in all honesty, yes, I care about my sister. Yes, I care about my ego too. And my ego does not like losing. And I feel like her going back there was me losing the battle, because I saved her, and that was the win. That's what I went out there to do. So yeah, I felt good that I got her out of her situation, and she didn't end up like my dream, and she didn't die, and I had her safe in my arms. Not in my arms for real, but like in my presence. And I thought that that was the best thing ever. And then she went back. And so then, yeah, I felt like I lost. But I didn't do it for my ego. I did it for her life and the potential I know that she has. Because she does have potential. She does. She's beautiful. She's young. She's in the prime. She can make anything out of her life right now. And I hate that some men who are nobodies in life literally took her beautiful soul and her beautiful body and did what they're doing to it right now. That's horrible. That's sickening. That's literally, like, I just hate it. I just really hate it. It's horrible. But no, I haven't talked to her. The last thing she said was that if I cared about her, well, she didn't even say if I cared about her. She said if mother effers cared about her, they wouldn't be talking crap about her or putting her business out there and all this kind of stuff. Like, I'm telling y'all, she's not there at all. She doesn't see the danger. That's why I feel like that's why she's going to end up like my dream said, because unless it's literally in the moment, in her face, danger of like life and death, she sees no danger. She does not care. She's not there in the mind enough to like really take anything seriously. Like, she literally doesn't see it serious of what it is. She doesn't see the severity of what it is. That's the problem. And I know, you right, Grandma. I got to remember she's only a baby. And that's why I am. And I went there to save her. And that's why I cared so much. And I still do care so much. But at the same time, like, there's literally nothing more that I could do for her situation. The only thing that I could do for her situation is if she does die in this situation, what I did for her situation is I was there to witness. I was there to get evidence. I was there to, if she dies, this man and this man are the two men that I know for a fact did these things to her, and that this is the man that I know that I think she's with. I know that I think. But this is the man that she was with. So if anything bad happens, my place more of saving her or, you know, having some salvation to the situation is I know for a fact certain information, certain details, certain people, faces, license plate numbers, cars, lifestyles. I know for a fact certain information if something bad was to really happen and go down, so that justice could kind of be served. That's the only thing that I can see coming out of this situation now that everything's happened. Because if it was meant for me to be there and to save her like I did, and for her to come home and for her to have a better life and stuff like that, if that was meant for her life at that, it would have happened at that moment. It would have happened. It would have went smoothly as it had happened, and she would have been on the train or on the plane or on the bus back home or back to wherever she wanted to live at, and she would have been in a new apartment by now. But no, that's not the path that she chose. That's not the path that was brought for her. That's not what happened. So the only thing my mind and my intuition tells me is that I was placed in that situation to bring justice and bring the bad guys down when more bad things happen. Because like I said, things were not being taken seriously. And ironically enough, at the hotel where the manager of the hotel asked me if I was for sale, there was a report human trafficking sign in the hotline to call. Like I said, it's literally like, I think the FBI, I don't know, what is it called? Internal Affairs. They need to investigate the morality of the people they have working for the city. Because I don't feel like things are being taken seriously enough. Other than at the end when the guy threatened to shoot me in the face and I made a big deal about my own situation. Because that's why he's in jail. My situation. The part of it that was for me. That's why this little pimp went to jail. Not because he went to jail because of me. Because I reported that ass for saying he was going to shoot me in the face and for putting me on the street trying to sex traffic me when I clearly told him that I was not one of those people. She wasn't safe at home with my mom. She was safe enough at home with my mom, but no, there has been so many things that happened to her in the comfort of her own home. It was her home. Our mom's house is always her house. All the kids that live in a house with a mother or a father, that's their home, regardless of who pays the bills, but regardless of whatever happens, whatever is going on. No, she's been through a lot. She's been through some things that is just like unspeakable. tragic, sad. I'ma just say, if anybody's ever read A Child Called It, the book, comparable. Her childhood is very comparable to the book called A Child Called It. And I will forever say this. I don't care who is mad at me that I say this. That is so true. And I stand on that with everything in my heart, on God. You're such a brave girl. Thank you, Patience. I try to be, because, you know, like I said, I just don't see enough action going on for what's really going on in life. Like, it needs to be saved. Everybody, things need to be put back in balance. And somebody has to do it. Somebody. And I'll try as long as I'm here. I'll try at least. What does your aunt have to say? My aunt, well, I'm pretty sure the one aunt that you're talking about, she'll just say that it's sad, or that, you know, that, you know, she hoped that she get it better, or that she hopes she's okay and stuff. Like, nobody, I don't feel like people are taking it as serious. Like, if this was my child, first of all, I would never put my child in a situation where she could have been taken like this, or at all. But if this was my child, or if this was my child's child, or my cousin, or like my sister, like how I'm doing right now, I would make a big deal of it. I'm on the police's line. I'm on social media. I'm on everything where the word is being spoken out. Like, save her. Save her. Nobody's going to know to save somebody that they don't know who she is, don't know like, that she's even alive. Like, no, who knows she's alive right now other than people that's her family. And people who meet her, they don't know her story, even if they do meet her right now. Like, nobody is taking it as serious as I'm taking it. Nobody's taking it as serious as it needs to be taken. Like, they're more like dormant. Like I'm saying, I don't like the world and the people who think they're so up on some high horse in life, and they're dormant to the reality of what's going on right now. I cannot believe that no one in your family other than you can get her. Nobody in my family can go get her. Yes, I'm the only one that tried to go get her. I'm the only one that made that contact. Yes, that is completely true. And I can't. Ugh, it's so sad. It's really sad, and it's really crazy. And I'm gonna have to change the title of this video. But actually, no, I'm not. So just in case. But yeah. Let me think. I'm finna think. How much did it cost for me to get out there? So, I didn't pay for most of this trip. I'm gonna say that honestly. I didn't pay for most of this trip. I paid to get home, though, in a way. No, I've had people. That's the crazy part. I've had every single thing in life that I've had where I'm in positions like this and I'm doing things like this. It's never my family who's the ones helping out. It's always strangers. It's always other people. And that's why I say right now, like, what's going on right now is so spiritual and so I don't even know the word big enough to use for what this is. It's just spiritual. It's just like a really big prophecy going on. It's never my family. It's never my family doing these things. I'm always doing something out of this world extraordinary that seems like it's stupid and dumb and like not the right thing in the moment, but it's always the right thing. Like I said, you have to be in alignment. And when callings happen, you be in position or you not in position. And people that's not in position, then they not in position. And people who are, they got to go on these callings, the missions. She's only 19, and you mean to tell me your mother can't go get her and make her go home? My mom has said that she wants to go out there to go make her get home, but my mom don't have the resources to even know where she's at. If she took me with her, then I can help her. Again, it's all the way in California and Oakland. I never even heard of Oakland before I went there. Literally, I flew into San Francisco. So if she took me with her, I could help her. We can navigate it and we could go up there. But then again, it's a dangerous situation where it's really the police who need to do what they need to do. It's really dangerous for somebody to do exactly what I just did. It's really dangerous for somebody to do that. But no, my mom, right now, what my mom is talking about is, which, I already know how this is going to look because I think the same thing. And I know people that are more, I don't know how to explain it. I hate when this part comes up. Okay, So she has to work all the time. She works literally all the time. Literally ever since I was a baby. I feel like everything she's ever done is she's at work, at work, at work, at work, at work, literally. So she's more of like, she has to work, and she kind of says that she broke. But like I said, she's always at work. So she says she's broke. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I was broke the whole entire time too, because all of my money went to where it needed to go, which was plane tickets to where I wanted to do. Like I said, this all started out as my own life. I got from Illinois to Arizona. That was my own life, my own me trying to figure out what was I doing with my life right now, what was going on. I just lost my son. I prayed for this baby for years. Literally, my biggest aspiration in life was to be a mother, and it was taken away from me so abruptly, like so tragically. So this all started out as me doing my own life, like soul searching thing. So I was not afraid of like, okay, I only got $600. Let me buy this plane ticket that's $600 and go figure it out. I wasn't opposed to something. That's not what happened, but I'm just saying. Because tickets are actually really high, especially if you want to on demand, especially because it's the end of the year. So yeah, it is a lot of money going into what's going on, but again, I'm queen social media. We could start a GoFundMe if people really care like that. But like I'm saying, people don't actually, I won't take away from them how much they care, but the fact that they care. But I will take away from the fact that people don't care enough. Not enough. So yeah, it's really crazy. They're not going to do nothing unless your mother get involved and make some noise. That's what I'm saying. That's what I promise you. That's exactly what started this. That's why I went out there when I was about to give up on starting my life in Arizona. I was about to go back home to Illinois from Arizona, but that's when I got all of the key information I needed to know that this sounds like sex trafficking, and I'm close to California. I'm the closest person to California. Let me go over there. The police kept telling me on the phone that they couldn't do anything or investigate or do nothing like that because my sister didn't have a missing person report. And what my mom was saying was that she's 19. There's what missing person report do you put on a 19-year-old? But somebody that's 30, if somebody go missing and they care enough, they're going to put a missing person report out. So yeah, it's just a lot of like misinformation, a little bit of like negligence, ignorance, a whole bunch. It's a lot of everything, honestly. Like it's just a lot going on, honestly. It's a lot. And I'm always the bad person when I put things into the truthful ways, because obviously the truth hurts. But yeah, it's just a lot of neglect. It's a lot of trauma and blindness to things, basically. But yeah, the police told me at first when I was just calling about it that they couldn't do anything really, because they have, like I said, who knows that this girl is alive if they don't know this girl is alive. They didn't have no missing person report in Gary, Indiana when my sister first left. Mind you, I'm saying this is November. This is like right before November, basically. So October to November. She's been gone since August. Nobody put a missing person report on her. So the police never knew she was missing. Nobody has no record of anything going on like that. You know? So that's why I was getting deadlocked on just calling. So then I was like, okay, should I go? Should I go? And everything, this is how I know God was working. Everything that was for me to go back home to Illinois from Arizona was not working out. It was not Arizona, me settling down in Arizona was not working out, and me going back home to Illinois at the time was not working out. But as soon as I'm like, let me see if I could go to California, boom. It was like the path was so clear that I had no other choice but to keep going the only way that was clear. So I only was doing what was the paths that was clear. And California was clear. Going to go see Naya was clear. Going to go investigate that was all clear. And then when it came time to leave, it wasn't clear at first. And then my sister called me the next day and asked me to hang out. So I went with her. It was clear. Did that. Boom. Went back to the place. Now it was clear for me to leave. But then I left, was finna leave one time, and it got blocked for some reason. And then I went through some things during that time where it was blocked and where I realized what was going on. Again, God's hand is in everything. And then when it was time for me to actually come home, everything got unblocked and I went home with no problems. But I know the way God works now. Anytime you try to do something and you keep getting blocked, it's hard, it's not working out, but you're doing everything in your power and it should be unlocked for you. And it's not, it's because that's the wrong path for you at the time. So then you got to try something different. So that's basically what, it's all literally God. It's all God, and the fact that I have been awakened to be able to be in tune and to hear callings and, you know certain things on a spiritual level of what's going on in life. And I'm saying the severity of the things and what I see and what I feel, like, it's not the same. Nobody I know is on, like, they don't get it like that. They think I'm weird. They think that I'm the problem. They think that I'm the bad guy, when really it's the complete opposite. And that's why, like I said, I kind of see why her intuition made her be like, I don't want to go home. I don't want to go to this place where I was abused, left alone, and neglected, and abused again. Like, it's just like, I can't find it in my soul, like, not to understand where she's coming from when she's doing all of this ignorant, stupid things. All of these ignorant, stupid things that I wouldn't do for my own self, and I wouldn't condone for anybody to do. I really can't find it in my heart to really be mad at her, at where she's coming from, because I have witnessed her life be a tragedy the way that it was. So, like I said, it's really in God's hand, and the only thing I'm doing right now about it is I'm praying. I'm doing my part whenever my part opens up that I have to do something. But again, I'm praying to God. God, please have mercy on her soul. God, please save her if you can. Please, God, get the bad guys. That's really, get all the people. Like, I don't know. It's just like, it's all in God's hands now. And people that don't want to be saved cannot get saved. Yeah, Grandma, I hope so, because like I said, I've been trying. I've really been trying so hard. It's been a wild life I've had, but I found God. I found a Savior. I found salvation. I found enlightenment, and that's the only thing that keeps me going, honestly. But yeah, this whole situation is really bad and sad, and it's like, I really don't want her to die. And the same way, when I had dreams about my son dying and I didn't want him to die, and I tried to tell the hospital and they still neglected us and he ended up dying, that's exactly how I feel about my sister. I had dreams that she was going to die. So I went to go save her. I tried to save her and I still couldn't end up saving her. And I don't have any knowledge that anything bad or detrimental like that has happened yet, but it's a very big possibility. And it's just really sad. It's like, I want to save people so bad when I see it, but they don't see it usually at the same time that I'm seeing it. So I'm the weirdo, I'm the paranoid person, or I'm the bad guy, or I'm the one spoiling all the fun and all this kind of stuff. But really, I'm just trying to save people from things they cannot see that I can see. But I did learn a lesson about not saving people who don't want to be saved, because they will hurt you. And that's how the Bible talks about when calamity strikes, if you're close enough to be struck by it, it can strike you even if it's not yours. If you're close enough to somebody who's getting bad karma, it can affect you negatively. So stay away from people who seem like they have bad karma coming, which are anybody who's doing anything bad and not, morally decent. Which, that's why when my opportunity to leave came up and I was able to leave, I left, even though I didn't have her by my side the way I had envisioned and hoped. But I could tell that she would put me in a dangerous situation without even caring. She wouldn't know, and even if she did know, she didn't care to put me in a bad situation, to put us in a situation where it could be life or death. And that's the bad part about it, and that's the crazy part. It's just like, if I didn't hear from you, I can call the police and ask for a well body being checked. Right, you could, exactly. Exactly. And I did, and that's crazy because I've called, like I said, my youngest two brothers on my mom's side, their dad died first, and then they was living with their grandma. Well, one of them was living with their grandma. And I had a dream that she was dying. She ended up dying. This was literally just like last week, maybe a few days ago, something like that. But before she died, and before I even had a dream that she was going to die, when I went over there, spiritually, I know that crows mean death. Crows mean death. There were so many crows over there. I was like, dang. And she is older, and the way she was talking, it was like a woman who was letting go of life, who didn't want to live anymore. And so I was trying to get my brothers ready for something like that. And the crazy part is she kept going into diabetic comas, and I kept having to call. I'm all the way in a different city, and I'm calling the police. Can you do a well-being check on her? Every time they would go, because my intuition would tell me that. It would usually be like a dream or something, but my intuition would tell me that. And they would go, and she would be in a diabetic coma where they had to give her the sugar and stuff, and her sugar was all the way low to like 30. So yeah, it's just, I promise you, I'm just really sad because I see all 5 of my siblings just going in a path. Well, actually, no, one of them is okay, I feel like now. But all my siblings on my mom's side, like, I see them going down the wrong path in life already. And it's just, like, super sad. Because all of us, if we don't have our mom, even though me, because now I'm out independent, so I could take myself out of the equation a little bit, even though I would be sad not to have my mom. But if my younger siblings on my mom's side didn't have our mom, they would have nobody, because no dad ever stepped up and was actually a dad, except for the 2 that died, which is my 3 brothers' dads. And they died already. They just died. So right now, none of my siblings would have anybody to lean on, to have to take care of them or anything. If my mom was to pass away right now, they would have no fathers and no family to take care of them. You should get your own podcasts. Okay, Grandma. I like what you're thinking. You know, I do think about stuff like that. That's kind of why I started my YouTube channel. But yeah, you're right. A podcast would definitely go with my word. And I would love to do that. I would love to do that. I would love to. But I'm finna get off of here. It's really dark. You can barely even see me anymore, basically. And I have to leave from where I'm at right now to go somewhere else. But I love you, Grandma. And thank you for talking with me. And thank you for watching. Patience, thank you for watching. I love you too, girl. And I hope that y'all have a great night. And anybody else who's watching, because I see there's 3 people on here. So all 3 of y'all, y'all can have a good night. And anybody who watched when it's not live anymore, y'all can have a great day too. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later. I'm probably gonna go live again tomorrow so I can record another hairstyle possibility for the wedding that's on Sunday. So yeah, bye. I'm gonna wait a little bit just in case somebody say something, but bye. I'll put this stuff up and then I'm gonna press goodbye. Oh, Grandma, okay, you said, did I find out why my baby died? Yes, I did find out why Liam died. So, the coroner's report told me that Liam died of chorioamnionitis, which is an infection in his amniotic fluid. So, when the woman hit me and I went to the hospital, they said my placenta was intact, which could be true, probably was true, but somewhere in my water bag, membranes had ruptured. So I had got sick and I went back to the hospital after a week after that. On August 1st, I went back to the hospital and they wouldn't check me, they wouldn't test me, do anything. They sent me home. Said I was having anxiety. Turns out my water bag was infected. Liam was sick and it was getting me sick. So basically, the infection killed the baby, and also my body felt that the infection could have killed me too if it would have got to me. It could have hurt me too. But obviously my body was going to pick my well-being over whatever was going on inside of my body. So the infection killed Liam, and then my body expelled Liam too at the same, a little bit after he died, basically. So he died from the infection in the water bag, and then my body was trying to get him out. So, yeah. He died of chorioamnionitis. Chorioamnionitis. Yeah. Which chorion and chorion is have to do with the water bag. Amniotic fluid, you know, that's what happened. It's really sad. And yeah, them lawyers definitely on that. My attorney definitely on that. Stay safe and enjoy your time with by now. I hope I spelled that right. Yep, you spelled that right, Patience. You too. Thank you. Yeah. I'll talk to you later, Patience, though, because I still want you to, I'm going to see you probably, hopefully, if you don't get to come to the wedding, it's okay. I'll invite you to the bigger wedding, because we are going to have a bigger wedding where I invite my family, because I haven't, this was really fast. It wasn't really supposed to be like the grand, you know, thing. But when I have the bigger wedding, I'm going to invite everybody officially with the cards and everything. So yeah, it's going to be a bigger one happening next year. But yeah, justice for baby Liam. So if you made it all the way to the end, when I get off alive or whatever, comment justice for baby Liam. And when you put the 4, put the actual number 4. And then Liam is spelled the normal way Liam is spelled. Liam. A-M. Yeah. I'm going to wait again just in case, Grandma, because I feel like you might be saying something. But I don't know if you are or not. I'm going to wait like probably 1 minute. Yeah, and the hospital tried to say that the baby died just because sometimes babies die in utero. They said it was just a interuterine demise, fetal demise, which is basically saying that it was a natural cause. But nope, the coroner, I'm so glad that I got the autopsy done, because the coroner said, no, they lied to you. They were wrong. They didn't even investigate, because chorioamnionitis is something that the hospital had an option to check off if that's how the baby died to begin with. But nope, they checked off other and wrote interuteral fetal demise or whatever. And nope, it was chorioamnionitis. Yes, of course. I love you too, Grandma. So I'm finna get off here, y'all. Y'all have a safe night. God bless everybody. I love y'all. Bye.